CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Welcome to CBS Sports here in the National Football League. We got a matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Atlanta Falcons who will take each other on here in the National Football League in the Los Angeles Coliseum in California here. Between two teams that got to the playoffs, and the Atlanta Falcons easily beat the Rams with a 26-13 win in the wild card. They were the number 6 seed in the Atlanta Falcons, and the Rams were the number 3 seed, and the Falcons easily beat the Rams and went on to the divisional round where they met their demise against the Philadelphia Eagles on NBC. But here on CBS, this is a great match. This is an NFC showdown between these two teams, Jared Goff and Matt Ryan, to lead their offenses on the field here on CBS Sports on Fox. Welcome to CBS Sports here in the National Football League. It'll be a fun day today here in the NFC between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams, here to take each other on Fox NFL today. Meanwhile, the Rams won the toss. They had the first, so Atlanta will get the ball to start the first half. And Greg Zuerlein starts this game with Marvin Hall taking it out of the 6. And Marvin Hall, a decent return. He was brought down by Corey Littleton. And here comes Matt Ryan to lead the Falcons offense. Coming off a great win over the Washington Redskins, easily demolished the Redskins. And Julio Jones, his first reception of the game, good for 9 yards on the completion. Some injuries today for the Atlanta Falcons. Taylor Gabriel's out with a foot injury, and Devontae Freeman is out with a knee injury ever since last week against the Washington Redskins. Both these players had a great game last week. Taylor Gabriel over 100 receiving yards. And Ryan, the throw over the middle, pass is caught. Justin Hardy, the backup to Taylor Gabriel, inside the 30. Justin Hardy is a great addition for this offense and receiving core. They got a lot of weapons from Matt Ryan, and Julio Jones inside the 25 with a gain of 5. So this run game is orchestrated by Kyle Shanahan. Handoff to Ito Smith with a first down, and Ito Smith is good for 6 yards on the carry. On the replacement of Devontae Freeman. Ryan throws on the run. Pass is caught. Hooper in for the touchdown. A big play to start the half, with Matt Ryan throwing his first touchdown pass of the game. They're going to go after Matt Ryan one-on-one in a 5-man rush, and Matt Ryan throws a dime in the end zone. And what a catch by the young tight end. And LaMarcus Joyner was on the coverage. He's a great defensive player for this Rams defense. And this Rams defense had a lot of free agents. You got Ndamukong Suh, who went to the Miami Dolphins, and other free agents on defense. Aqib Talib from the Broncos, and Marcus Peters from the Kansas City Chiefs. And what pickups they were for Sean McVay, a Georgia native. And what Matt Bryant's point is good. And Bryant kicks it away for Pharoh Cooper inside the end zone. Results as a touchback. And Jared Goff leads the Rams offense on the field. A year it is for this team, Jared Goff, and for this offense. Goff throws over the middle. Pass is caught. Brandon Cooks. A high catch and a high throw by Jared Goff to start the first half. Jared Goff had an empty backfield and throws a very high pass for Brandon Cooks, who's a great addition for this offense. And he was brought in as a free agent from the New England Patriots, and he went to the Patriots. And handoff to Todd Gurley out across midfield. to about the 50-yard line. Malcolm Brown in the backfield and at tailback. Goff with a deep drop, throws out of the backfield for Todd Gurley inside the 42 to about the 41-yard line with Todd Gurley with a gain of 8 yards on the carry. This city's been lit up all year, all day long, and Todd Gurley coming out of the backfield with Robert Alford on the tackle. These two teams are good here to start this game. With Cooper Kupp in that motion. Play fake. Oh, the pass is incomplete for Todd Gurley. Well covered, and that's Desmond Trufant on the coverage. The Falcons went for a four-man rush with the pocket, and then able to contain himself in the pocket, but Todd Gurley couldn't haul that one in. Desmond Trufant able to knock that ball out with 3rd down and 2 coming up with 6 seconds left of the first quarter. Robert Woods. Pass is caught. Woods inside the 35. And the first quarter is to an end. Falcons up by 7. To start the first half when the second quarter is underway with Tyler Higbee in motion. Gurley in the backfield. Passes short of Gurley, and he was well covered. They're gonna get Goff on this one. He throws a very early pass to Todd Gurley. He didn't come off his route very well. He was a little late, but Robert Alford was a little too early on the cover. Was in great time on the coverage on Gurley. And Goff is sacked back at the 45 by Vic Beasley. The young pass rush for the Falcons out of the first round draft pick out of Clemson gets his first sack of the game on Jared Goff. Excellent coverage. Number 79 for the offense, and that's Rob Havenstein. This is breaks away from a block from Rob Havenstein, and Vic Beasley coming in with a pass rush on Jared Goff with a loss of 7 on the sack, and it's 3rd down and 17 for this Rams offense. Pass is caught. Todd Gurley breaks a tackle, stays on his feet. A gain of 10 yards, and it's 4th down coming up, and the Rams will not be successful on 3rd down. And the field goal unit is up here. Most of these teams have a lot of fumbles on special teams, but this time it was led by DeMonte Casey. And the field goal is good. It's 7-3 against the Falcons. Greg Zuerlein to kick it away. Marvin Hall on a fair catch. It's also the touchback for the Rams, and here comes Matt Ryan and the Falcons back on the field. Ryan to start with a throw, finds his man Justin Hardy inside the 45. On a catch and run of 19 yards on a completion for Justin Hardy. First year receiver has a great play inside the 45. And that was a great play by started to break away from a tackle from LaMarcus Joyner. This is a balanced team, and they rank first in points per game during the course of the regular season. It's Justin Hardy again. LaMarcus Joyner again on the tackle, and the second quarter is underway. Ryan goes on the run downfield. It's Austin Hooper. Hooper with a catch. Down inside the 2 to set up 1st and goal here for the Atlanta Falcons. Freeman out of this backfield, and Ryan rushes out to his right and throws a very nice pass to Austin Hooper, the young tight end out of Stanford. LaMarcus Joyner was on the coverage on Austin Hooper. Ryan gets sacked on the play. Number 50 for the Rams. First sack of the game from the Falcons, and Justin Hardy has a touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons. Very nice play designed by Kyle Shanahan for this offense. Justin Hardy, on an injury replacement to Taylor Gabriel, who was out with a foot injury, and Justin Hardy makes a great catch over the middle. He was working against the middle linebacker, Mark Barron, who looked like he thought he wanted to have an interception in this game. But Ito Smith in the backfield on a simple play action pass. Wasn't much coverage there on Justin Hardy. See what Ryan's looking at. And the extra point is good. 14-3. It's an 11-point game here in Los Angeles Coliseum. And the Falcons are on top of the Rams. And Matt Bryant's extra point was good. And Matt Bryant kicks it away for Farrell Cooper, taking it out of the end zone. And Farrell Cooper inside the 26-yard line. And Farrell Cooper with a nice return of 26 yards on the return. Jared Goff back on the field on offense with Todd Gurley. And the Gurley was a stiff arm on Keanu Neal. Brought down by Ricardo Allen on the tackle after a gain of 8 yards on the carry for Todd Gurley. A nice play made by Sean McVay for this offense. What a pickup. What a great coach for the Rams. And Ricardo Allen comes down to make that tackle, and Todd Gurley creates a nice stiff arm on Keanu Neal, the safety out of Florida. The run game's been very effective for the Rams here to start towards the end of the second half. And the CBS halftime report's coming up after this. And Todd Gurley picks up the first down for the Rams. And the Rams use their second timeout. The Falcons are left with all 3 of their timeouts. Rams have 2. Have 1 timeout left. Goff wants to throw a deep pass with Robert Woods, and it's incomplete for Woods. Well designed, well covered by Desmond Trufant. And this Rams offense is trying to looking to get in field goal range. Goff with a deep drop and tries to throw a very deep pass to Robert Woods, who couldn't haul that one in. Desmond Trufant on a great coverage, able to break that ball out of Robert Woods' hands. Goff, another deep drop, throws downfield, and it's incomplete. With 3 seconds left, and it's third down. And the Rams, with the Falcons using their first timeout here towards the end of the second half, with 3 ticks left. Sullivan gets the snap. Goff throwing downfield, and on a Hail Mary, it's intercepted at the 15-yard line by Robert Alford. Alford still going. Alford stays on his feet. And at the end of the first half, with Robert Alford on an interception. They went for 2 people and cover Brandon Cooks, and Robert Alford able to stay on his feet, breaks away from a tackle from Cooper Kupp and Brandon Cooks, and able to keep his balance and stay on his feet out to the 35-yard line. And the CBS halftime report is coming up. What a game it is for the first half, and what a game for the Atlanta Falcons here in the first half. Already throwing an interception from Jared Goff. Robert Alford, the Southern Louisiana guy, comes up with a great return. With a 30-yard interception from Jared Goff, and this run so far, no answers for Todd Gurley and the Rams. So far, this run game for the Rams is very effective. The passing game has not been very consistent. But Jared Goff wants to get a win over the Atlanta Falcons. That means being more consistent and accurate with his throws. But Todd Gurley, when the run game has been very effective, and that stiff arm you saw on Keanu Neal earlier was great, and Ricardo Allen coming down to finish it. But some teams in the NFL we got a matchup on Fox between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots, and the Patriots are tied with Pittsburgh with a 28-28 game in the second half. And the Tennessee Titans at the Miami Dolphins here on CBS. Titans won the game with a 34-16 win over the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, in the NFC here on Thursday night football coming up, Philadelphia is in a matchup at Chicago, and what a game that'll be against Chicago, the number 1 ranked defense in the league in their division. The Falcons are ranked as number 2 in the NFL. And finally, the Dallas Cowboys at the New Orleans Saints, and what a game that'll be in the NFC. These are two balanced teams. Dak Prescott against Drew Brees, and Drew Brees continued his 5,000-yard season passing in his career. And that's it for the CBS halftime report. Coming up, it's the second half between the Falcons and the Rams here today. The Rams won the toss, so they did defer, so they got the ball to start the second half, and the second half is underway. The kick is away, and this is a touchback. Farrell Cooper, and here comes Jared Goff to start the second half. Passing game's been very inconsistent lately in the second half, and passes caught. A very accurate throw to Brandon Cooks for a 19-yard completion for a first down. Goff able to have his offensive line is giving Goff a little time in the pocket, and he's down inside the 40 for a 19-yard completion. That was a great design play by Sean McVay for the offense. Formation: Malcolm Brown in a fullback position. Handoff to Gurley, and Gurley won't be successful. Gets down at the line of scrimmage. Deion Jones on the tackle. So far, an answer to stop Todd Gurley for the offense. Handoff Gurley. He was brought down immediately, and that was Deion Jones on the tackle. Second and 10 coming up for the Rams, with Gurley in the backfield along with Cooper Kupp in motion, splitting wide to the right. Throws, passes caught. Todd Gurley. A gain of 5. Down inside the 45 to set up a 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Rams. The Falcons are trying to find answers on how to stop Todd Gurley, who has the most receiving yards in this game. He's been the number 1 weapon for Jared Goff in this offense, for the most part, against the Atlanta Falcons. Over the middle, pass is caught. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown. A very consistent throw by Brandon Cooks for a huge touchdown play. Well-designed play by Sean McVay. Robert Alford was looking for a takeaway, and Brandon Cooks spikes that ball and in for the score for the Los Angeles Rams for the touchdown. And the Rams want to go for 2 to make this a game. And Goff takes it in himself. The 2-point try is good. This is a 3-point game. Can the Atlanta Falcons answer the Rams? Here we go with Marvin Hall taking out of the end zone, and Marvin Hall gets whacked at the 20-yard line by number 23 for the Rams, Nickel Robbie Coleman. And Matt Ryan trying to find answers on how to stop Todd Gurley in the whole Rams offense. Ryan gets hit as he throws. Dangerous pass. He was looking for Ito Smith. Mark Barron bats that one away. This offense is orchestrated by coordinator Kyle Shanahan. The pocket was collapsing on Matt Ryan. He was looking for Ito Smith on the play action, but he wasn't going to get it. Ryan can't find anyone. Finds Mohamed Sanu, and Mohamed Sanu inside the 38-yard line for a first down, inside the 48 to the 38-yard line of the Rams. Mohamed Sanu, his first reception of the game, a pickup by Thomas Dimitrov for this offense he was a free agent from Cincinnati. Matt Ryan was flushed out to his right. These two teams are good together here in the NFC. Ryan can't find anyone, throws it, and it's almost into the hands of Aqib Talib, who thought he had an interception. This defense is having a good day here so far. Trying to stop Matt Ryan and the Falcons from scoring. Ryan couldn't find anyone. Aqib Talib, who was brought in as a free agent from Denver to solidify this defensive backfield for the Rams. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Falcons. Ryan throws it, passes deflected, and there's Mark Barron again. Arguably one of the best defensive players for this defense for the Rams. Ryan was looking for his receiver, Justin Hardy. And Mark Barron was looking for a takeaway. That's when they need a 3rd down and 10. Ryan, 5-man rush downfield, looking for Austin Hooper, intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner. Matt Ryan throwing his first interception of the game. They went after Matt Ryan with a 5-man rush, and LaMarcus Joyner comes up to make a huge, big-time play for the defensively for the Rams. So far, this Falcons offense has got a takeaway. Goff throwing downfield, and it's intercepted at the 20-yard line by Desmond Trufant. Exactly what the Falcons needed. The Falcons were in zone coverage with safety help over the top. To Desmond Trufant comes up with a takeaway against Robert Woods. This defense is coordinated by Richard Smith, the defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. Ryan can't find anyone. He stays on his feet. He's taken down immediately, and that's Marcus Peters. Former Kansas City Chief takes him down on a blitz. A loss of 1 on the carry. Ryan throws, and the pass caught by Mohamed Sanu, stays on his feet inside the 45. And Mohamed Sanu is good for 20 yards on the completion for a huge Atlanta first down inside the 45-yard line. Mohamed Sanu makes a big-time catch against the Rams, and the Rams went for a 5-man rush on this time defensively for the Falcons. Against the Falcons, Ryan takes it himself. Ryan, using his feet, stays upright inside the 20. A 25-yard rush for a huge first down from Matt Ryan. And you gotta watch Matt Ryan using his legs and rushes out and uses his legs to get the first down. Makes 3 guys miss, and Matt Ryan taking a hit after the play. That was a great play, well-designed play by Kyle Shanahan. Ryan throws over the middle, pass is caught Mohamed Sanu, and another first down for the Falcons. Two first downs thus far for the Atlanta Falcons, and so far no answers from Mohamed Sanu and the entire offense for the Atlanta Falcons. Ryan had a lot of time in the pocket with LaMarcus Joyner, and number 43 for the Rams was John Johnson III. First and goal. Ryan throws inside the end zone. He was looking for his intended receiver, Julio Jones. Second and goal. Ryan flushed out. Ryan throws in the end zone. Julio Jones was the intended receiver. The pass was a little too high for Julio Jones. For Ryan. Ryan can't find anyone. Look in the end zone. Touchdown. Julio Jones breaks this 3-point deficit into this to make it an 11-point game. Ryan, this is the best play for the Atlanta Falcons this far today against the Rams. On a play action for Julio Jones. He was working against Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters, able to break away from the coverage. This to make it an 11-point game, a huge extra point for Matt Bryant, who missed 4 in his career. And the extra point is good with a 21-11 game here on CBS. With 1 minute and 16 seconds left, the Falcons are trying to look for another win today. With Farrell Cooper taking it out of the 3. Brought down on the play by Tevin Coleman on special teams. Coleman was a dynamic player along with Devontae Freeman, who was out with a knee injury for the offense for the Atlanta Falcons. Tyler Higbee, the tight end, is in there with Todd Gurley in the backfield along with Jared Goff. Goff, time in the pocket, throws downfield looking for Brandon Cooks. Hung up in the air, brought Desmond Trufant. Tries to look for an interception. Excellent coverage downfield by Ricardo Allen, Keanu Neal, and Desmond Trufant. Jared Goff was looking for a completion for Brandon Cooks, but it was way too behind Brandon Cooks, and Desmond Trufant was looking for a takeaway defensively for Atlanta. With 1 minute and 6 seconds left, the Falcons are trying to have a chance to win it. Wide open downfield, intercepted at the 50-yard line by Keanu Neal, the safety out of Florida. Jared Goff. That was a dangerous throw by Jared Goff, and Keanu Neal coming up to make a great interception against Brandon Cooks. And this defense is hyped up here today. Ryan, back on offense. Pass is caught. Austin Hooper, the tight end, inside the 35 with a gain of 8 yards on the catch and run for Austin Hooper. Ryan, 5-man rush, pocket collapsing. Ryan looking downfield for Austin Hooper. Excellent coverage on Robert Alford. LaMarcus Joyner in on the stop. 43 seconds left. 3rd down 2. Looking downfield. Pass is complete. What a catch by Julio Jones. Matt Ryan throws a beautiful pass across from 2 Rams defenders, and Julio Jones somehow comes down to make the catch. John Johnson and Aqib Talib was in double coverage, and Julio Jones somehow makes that catch. No answers for Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, two of the best players with Freeman. Handoff to Ito Smith, and Smith gets a gain of 6 yards on the catch. Smith, the rookie out of Southern Mississippi, and the Falcons, 3rd down and 1 in the end zone. Handoff to Ito Smith, breaks a tackle inside the end zone, touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons. Ito Smith, his first touchdown of the game for Ito Smith and the Atlanta Falcons. What a play by Ito Smith, the rookie out of Southern Mississippi. He was working against John Johnson, able to break away from the tackle and stays upright. What a play in the backfield with Ito Smith for the Atlanta Falcons. This to make it a 28-11 game with 8 seconds left on the clock. What a game here on CBS Sports and the Atlanta Falcons. The run game's been we haven't seen much of the run game. The passing game has been incredible for this offense from the Falcons. And Farrell Cooper, short of the 25-yard line, inside the 23 of the Falcons. With 5 seconds left, the Rams are going to get one last play out of this. And downfield, and it's hung up in the air, intercepted again by Keanu Neal. And that's it for the Atlanta Falcons, coming off a win here on CBS Sports. Matt Ryan, what a game! Throwing over 200 yards passing. What a game with a 28-11 win over the Los Angeles Rams. Two of the best teams in the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams. The Atlanta Falcons come off with a great win today here on CBS. And thanks for watching the CBS Sports here on the NFL. We'll see you next week.